Let's see, we had some people level up last time. Level 6.
Yes, indeed.
Maximum level. Aging Dr. Sprawl. Dr. Sprawl will see you in the champion ward.
Hopefully nobody's very stressed, so...
Lorax says, oh boy, Ben's going to play the game that creeps him out when the woman screams his name.
I didn't know anyone screamed Lorax. Sorry.
Yes, the tweet we mentioned mentions that Ben is going to be streaming Alan Wake. So what that's about. But I'm assuming he means his real name.
I prefer it my way. I admit, I would be kind of freaked out if a woman started screaming Lorax.
So kind of deranged Dr. Seuss-themed serial killer or something. So we check through that level. If you check it, if you click it again, it inverts the sort.
Right.
So if we're doing a low-level team, I do that to get her some X.
Said we should probably lock in that natural eye.
Yeah, I mean, there's no chance of getting it overridden by one.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying to do that before she gets too high level.
Right. Oh, we should also rename her.
To what?
Let's see. We have a Jill. We have a. She would make a very good Rebecca, I don't think.
See, she could be a Sheva. She could be an Ada. She could be a Lupa. Yeah, Operation Raccoon City.
Oh yeah, like people pretend that exists. But she does wear black, so.
I swear, it's a game that exists.
Let's see, she was a brunette, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, that probably works. Oh, Claire, there's a thought.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess that kind of works. Yeah, there we go. Good call, Lorax.
Yeah, Wayne is quick to deny me any thought, if he can reasonably do so.
Well, if you come up with Claire first, but think, aha. Okay, so nobody was stressed enough to need anything. And I don't think we had... Let's see who we're sending out and then decide what to lock in or not from there. That is the... What's that mission?
Cannibalistic Shrine.
So that's exactly the same as the Wrathful Bandana, just with a...
Just a hat.
Which makes it twice as good. Let's see... Padlock. Protected collar, okay. Warrior Bracer. We already got that hat. We've got... I don't think we have that hairpin, but...
Yeah, we do not.
Yeah, if we're going to be... Yeah. The problem is none of the trinkets are that great. Apprentice.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's not bad.
Plus 12 dodge.
Yeah, but it's on a...
On a Houndmaster.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And we don't have an antiquarian anymore to kind of justify the long mission, but that's still worth it, though. Let's see, and she's in Tier 3, which none of that's really amazing either. We've already got one of those. And those, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I guess that works. And with it being an apprentice tier mission, I shouldn't have too much trouble, getting it taken care of. So clearing the back. Let's do. We do have a level 3 Jester. Hey Keen, how are you?
Hey Keen.
Let's do. I guess since we only have Jill in the apprentice tier, we can get Wesker some XP. And hey Valiant, did I say 8 in there? Or I guess in local time, wherever you're at. And Ven.
Howdy ho.
Good to have everybody. Let's see. Then we'll do... Thought occurs to me of maybe having the bounce around team with Mike using Rush, Ada, and I guess Sway. That would leave us with her as the only healer. The bandage.
Which she doesn't actually have.
Oh, we can get it, though.
It would only do 2 to 3 anyway.
Oh, we can give her a healing trinket. She's not going to need too much else. Yeah. We are in the Midwest, Valiant, and we are in Central Time. We apologize in advance from distant flyover country. I guess we could literally say apologizing in advance for we're an hour behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give that a try. That'll at least give you something fun to do. So, hey, Sway.
Hey, Sway.
Let's see. So yeah, we'll do Sway up
Sway,
front.
if you could let Swift know that I am going to be playing Alan Wake later on, I would appreciate that.
Yes, well, Rampart on him. I will have to fit Sway. Well,
Finale.
Finale got buffed. It's a good time to show that off.
Yeah, get with the times, guys. To be fair, back in the day, we could have set our own time and whatnot. But
get with the time.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay, so
and thus far, Keen, the dungeoneering is not going because we are still getting ready for it.
So we're only going to need level 1 for this stuff. You know what though? Let's get that to at least 100%. Then Ada. I don't have the skills I want with anybody.
Yeah, I had set Ada as the ranged person.
Right.
Which I think is one reason why we tend to have kind of a cash crisis very often. Because since both of us are trying to play with the same people, we try to set them as we want.
Right.
Which means we throw a lot of money around.
So we're doing that. And she has for I think probably pick to the face. Well, that way she can hit anything in the back without throwing dagger. So we do that.
Flyfon says Alan Wake should be interesting, but Lorix prefers Alan Sleep. It's very true. And on Friday we'd be playing Alan Sheep.
Very nice, very nice. So then we'll use patch instead of sidearm, call shot, perfect. Alright, then bonus damage gets marked. And then I think and he does not have a mark. So she's the only one that can mark, 2 of them play off marks, but we're focusing on Alan and not Mark this time. So alright. So Ada. That's a decent damage. That's a decent bonus. And actually, we're going on a long dungeon, so I'll make sure everybody's, accoutered properly.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey. Oh, hi.
No.
So what, it was Markcraft back? That works. Then what armor for Mike?
A military issue. Which is interesting considering the Man-at-Arms backstory, so.
And going to do that stuff.
Crit dice? What do those do?
2% critical. So yeah, not bad, but alright, creeping cough. Ooh, that's probably something that would be worth. Let's see, yeah, Swift can take care of herself when killing somebody else. We do some nasty diseases, don't we? Most of those are pretty harmless though.
And yeah, we haven't actually cured any of them.
Yeah, let's take care of the creeping cough because that's actually we don't have anybody else in that tier that needs healing anyway. Well, Jill, but okay. And was there anything we wanted to remove and or lock in?
Using type.
Thank you. Let's see, journal, witness, tippler. That's all fine. That is... right. Ooh, but Mike's... Okay, so Mike is not going out after all, because we have to get that taken care of. I don't think that is essential. So in that case, who would we be using instead in this team? Nobody else really shifts position, though.
Hey there, Phoenix.
I guess no. I should have checked this first, because then it's like, oh yeah, Ben was right. I should have stuck with the team as it was.
Right.
You are free to say that you told me so.
Well, by now it gets a little monotonous.
That being said, I'm still going to at least try a little bit, with the moving yourself back and Sway jumping back to front, everything. And we'll do. Let's see. We're going to Weald, and Weald would imply human enemies.
So collect bounty would work if you have people who can mark for him.
Right. You can do collect bounty from the back, and they can indeed, and those two can mark. So that gives us some synergy there.
There you go.
Perfect. That'll do.
You did indeed hear someone say Alan Wake, Swift.
Hello.
After Darkest Dungeon, we'll be playing that.
Yes. Accuracy and critical. That's everything everything a lady needs. And what healing stuff did we have? It was just the head, right? Yeah, probably.
Quite possibly.
Probably. And then, do we want light? Meh. Let's do ask him because she has. Okay, Ada was not the one that had that high accuracy. So instead, let's do. We didn't have the focus crystal. Man, we don't have much that boosts accuracy, do we? We'll still be using. Well, the two attacks we really want to hit our range, though. Okay, let's just use a stun charm.
Well, of course, the decapitated head helps you to heal better, Akeen. It's a healer's decapitated head.
We want. We're going to be using Finale a lot more than the bleeding moves, and bleed works pretty well as it is.
Which means you'll probably want to have a higher damage move.
Right. Yeah. So let's do damage. If we had the Manslayer ring, that would be perfect. But let's do X HP, food consumed, beast, man. Speed, sure. And then... Yeah, we have the one for the Grave Robber that does ranged accuracy, but I plan on having her lunge a lot. Yes, Sway the Jester, Swift. The lady asked for it, and we try to give the chat what they want. Unless somebody else has wanted it first. In that case, tough.
Well, we'll still try, but...
we need somebody with the... Well, no, not... Yeah. I guess in that case, I'll just go with... You'd have to go wrong with the damage. That's 10% damage. That's still not bad. Actually, considering that we have a stress healer in there, I think we can go with Dismas's head. She only loses 2 HP that way. Or actually, she'll be doing plenty of damage courtesy of Finale. So I'm thinking that instead we will go with the bonus damage against all those Eldritch enemies, and then we'll have Hunk get the bonus damage and even more bonus damage. So we can just try to get him to one-shot things and speed things along. Okay. So that is just a frankly absurd amount of damage on human enemies with all that stuff going. Okay, I think that's a pretty good team. We've got a pretty good healing in tow, at least 3 to 4, and that stacks with any applications. Decent dodge on this team. Well, decent dodge on this team. Lots of damage, lots of mobility. So I think we'll be all right. And 2 spots to camp, too. So...
I do agree with Valiant that accuracy buffs can be a bit meh unless it's on a leper, because they definitely need it more so than most other classes.
Right. Let's see. Exit on shovels.
And yeah, all these items with stat boosts and trade-offs. What is this, a game for nerds?
As a matter of fact, I would say so, yeah. Let's do 20 food. And...
I would actually argue that this is basically a game for Wayne. All of the fiddly numbers! Trade-offs, everything.
So this is just it is a long apprentice dungeon, and I tried to design the team around. I was going to say it's like accuracy is not that essential at lower levels. That's why I didn't go out of my way for it. But yeah, at the champion tier, I mean, you miss all the time if you're not geared up for it, or you don't have a naturally very accurate team like Grave Robbers and whatnot. Okay, so we'll immediately get to try this out. I say immediately, but she'll do it first. Oh, I don't actually have that stuff equipped. Welp. Yeah. All right. Good game, everybody. We'll see you back next time. And
I will. I will try to remind Ven to talk about Duskers. Whereas, yeah, Sprawl, Wayne is the one who plans and fiddles a lot more than I do. Like, I only plan as much as I do primarily because otherwise I would never hear the end of it from Wayne.
Probably more useful. So I'm hitting 1, I'm probably just going to do it with that. Well, then again, yeah, that is more bleed.
Swift, not so much, because the big thing about the fiddliness is that it's all very very straightforward, for lack of a better term. So especially once you get used to it, you generally don't spend as much time with it.
And Phython said, hey, but Sprawl has some competency, with the implication of unlike Wayne. It's like, hey, hey.
Well, I think that he's kind of sniping at both of us. Just happens to be a crit for you.
Now, the main thing is that I do tend to be very, very, very particular about it. But the main thing is that whenever we have people with, whenever we have characters named after the chat and everything, try to be a little more careful, with them. Geez, okay, that's some serious damage that it's doing now.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am liking that damage buff.
Right. Let's see. So either one she hits, be perfect. That would carry either one. Then one could kill either one, and she's actually the dog's a little bit faster. And this accuracy is not as high as I would have been hoping for these two. Oh,
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We're so careful with Lorax, we never send him out. Or her out. Right. Lorax is a Hellion currently. Yeah, just the way it works, Lorax. Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, I think I will be trying to take out a higher level party, or at least a mid-level party pretty soon. It's just that I think Wayne is trying to get the cash and everything, so that we can do a higher level run at some point, but obviously we haven't gotten there yet.
Right. Yeah, that's basically it. We just need a little more cash, a little more people in the medium levels. I am kind of nervous if the trigger for the V-Wolf thing is 4 level 5 numbers. We have that and barely. So I'm definitely nervous about that. Because yeah, we are absolutely not prepared for a level 6 encounter yet.
Gorsh.
Very nice. So Flex the Musketeer. Yeah, we missed her too, actually. She was a Kickstarter backer reward, and we modded her in. Because we're terrible.
And also because we're part of the PC Master Race.
Right. Just because we can.
Right. But no, the big thing that Wayne and I were thinking of was, if we're going to be showing off Darkest Dungeon, we might as well try to show off as much as we can.
Right.
So, part of the experience is, yes, you can have a Musketeer, yes, you can mod things in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where, of course, the Musketeer is just a reskin of the Arbalest as is. Ben and I have talked about, what can we junk to make room for?
No, she does not replace the Arbalester. She is even though they are basically complete reskins, they get to stay together.
I'm probably not going to be keeping that Blightstone at the end of it, but...
And yeah, the other explanation we give is that when the game was being kickstarted, neither of us knew it existed,
right? So
we didn't have the chance to do so.
Yeah, I kind of wish that... yes, unite, Captain. Yes, unite, Keen. I would say the PC Master Race has nothing to lose, but it's... What would we even say, though?
Nature herself. A victim to
yeah, properly as a separate character. What I'm starting to say is that actually, in a way, kind of makes it worse. Because now you have to get 2 types of trinkets. Some for the Musketeer can't use the Arbalester trinkets and vice versa. That was a waste of a shovel. Well, we didn't know because we haven't had any successful scouts yet. So, like we actually have a we ended up getting the hat that she's got, and I think there is an Arbalest version of that, but yeah, we don't have it. Unique trinkets and dialogue and so on, right? Yeah, we had a request, should I say in scare quotes, to get her insane so we can see what her backstory is. But those things happen organically in this stream. Okay, so another here. Ooh, might as well. Cost a little bit of light. And absolutely.
Do remember, though, that the debuff does keep stacking.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm probably only going to use it once per battle. Let's see, that is.
Well, you probably only can use it once per battle because you have to move the Jester all the way back up again.
Right. Now, I hadn't realized about the fact that that would constantly leave the Musketeer in higher ranks if I used both the... Well, the idea is because of... Yeah, I need to reorganize the default arrangement better. Because currently my problem is that I end up with having her in a situation where both of them move her forward.
Right.
Where I need to set things up so that doesn't happen. So the Jester moves all the way to the back. Let me think here. Jester moves all the way to the back. That will move her to rank 3. At that point, the Grave Robber moves anywhere. Ouch! If the Grave Robber moves anywhere, that pushes her up.
I was saying, you can't really do Shadow's Fade.
Yeah.
The other option... once this battle is done, you put it in the usual arrangement. I think I might have a solution.
Okay.
But yeah, basically the idea that I have is that you're just not going to be doing Shadow's Fade a whole lot.
Venom is asking, how does the Insanity reveal her backstory? The idea is that as characters go crazy, they will say things that hint at their past and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. Now, if we do...
If you put the Grave Robber right behind the Jester...
Yeah, if we put her behind, well... Then that would move her to rank 1.
Yes, and then Shadow Fades moves her to rank 2.
Okay, well, if, let's say, Sway does Finale, goes to rank 4, pushes all them up. If Ada then uses Lunge, that'll put her back in rank 3, which is where I want her.
That'll still put your Arbalest at rank 2, though.
Well, okay, watch and learn.
Okay.
So, in order for this to work, we have to have her actually not go first, which unfortunately means I really want to kill her, and that didn't even happen. Actually,
well, that's right. Because Lunge
still
moves her too.
Yeah, and this still works actually. Yeah, because that. So either way it works. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just forgotten that Lunge moved her too.
Wow, the minimum damage will kill one of those guys. That is nuts.
Yeah, Finale has become really, really good.
Right. I think starting next round to start healing Hunk, but we need to deal with some of this stuff first.
Alternatively, you could just rest before too long.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, exactly, Ben. Just the dialogue. The Highwayman goes, "Oh, I didn't mean to kill her." Right, yeah, stuff like that. And Comic is revealed to join up to redeem himself for killing a mother and child. Right. Sprawl mentioned that the Crusader loved a woman and might have been abused by his dad. I think the father there is the priest he would be referring to, because you can't have dark fantasy without abuse by your Catholic stand-in priests, or can't have reality without abuse. Unfortunately, it's one of those big scandals. So let's see, where are we at? Well, let's see, finish her in this game. Unk. Let's do that. Okay. Guess what was asking, the game of modders out there doing interesting things, and Sprawl's like, well, it has modders, yeah.
Yeah, there are. I did take a look at the forums. There are a lot of class mods.
Mm.
And yeah, of varying quality.
Right. Yeah, there's a very elaborate overhaul mod of, what is that, the Pitch Black or something like that. Okay, we need to, yeah, there we go, to deal with that. And she can still keep healing. There we go. I guess you rolled a 2 both times, right? Yeah, math is kind of weird sometimes as to how the multipliers work. There we go. Ooh, interesting stuff here. Okay. So Reckless Charms, Accuracy, and Dodge. Could be good. And another Eldritch Slayer ring. We already have 2 of those, though, right?
I think we've got 1.
We've got 1. In that case, you probably want 2, just to have the potentially 1 handy for the Cove. It's a tough one. Thing is, though, it's common, and there's probably a lot of better ones by now. What do you think?
I don't know. It is a common charm.
Yeah.
And we have better ones for both melee and ranged. So.
True. Okay. Alright, so let's do our arrangement like that. Yeah, this way, no matter which one moves first, we're going to have her in rank 3, which works out. Okay, how much more of the dungeon do we have left? Yeah, that's a good halfway point, I think. Akin says stuff that should have the creators on some sort of law enforcement monitoring list. That sounds like the case for a lot of mods, like the Skyrim ones that keep being featured on YouTube about your sex dungeons and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's enough to get everybody healed up, I think. Okay, so what are we doing? Anybody have diseases?
Someone got rabies.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, accuracy is pretty good, but not good enough to just be blithe about getting rabies, you know. And scouting. Ooh, there we go. We want that. Messing around in the dark a lot. Accuracy and critical should go to. Who has the? He's got an accuracy mod of -5 and is relying on the base accuracy to make up for it. So accuracy and critical both are pretty much perfect for her.
And Sprawl does like that you make a jumping around party with one of the most position restricted
Right.
classes. Yeah, that's how Wayne rolls.
I did not think things through. Just think of it as a handicap mode. You know, we're just making things because I am a better person because I have won an arbitrary challenge. Let's do. Yeah. Oh, it's only antiquarian that can use that multiple times, right? I wouldn't have done that if I'd actually read the freaking ability there. I've also read that characters tend to have some, like a lot of the basic skills like encourage and the patch up and stuff like that. Apparently have a lot of unique lines. Oh no, ambush by maggots. And yeah, that seems like something good to show off at some point. Oh, resist the bleed. Oh, they resist a stun too. That's kind of terrible. Yeah, there's a 40% chance. Why not? Yeah, she won't be able to ever outspeed either one of them unless you use sidearm a couple times. And by that point, the fight should be over. Well, that would be the hope anyway. Let's see, sidearm would do. So odds are it'll kill one and have a chance to. Well, yeah. With a safe move there, a safe play there. Definitely not going to work now with that buff, but 120% stun resistance. And done. Nice. Unnecessary crit, but get some stress back. Yes, call that maggot's bluff, Hunk. You know what you're doing. Okay, so do that. And yeah, there's a chance of getting, I think, the Weald Explorer stuff, right? From those. I'll get a room battle with treasure, and yeah, we're here for the room battles, so that's probably, we could get a little bit of stress back from. Oh, well, correct path. I actually didn't see that tree with all the other. I couldn't see the tree for the forest,
And yeah, Flython says it's a good thing that the Musketeer can probably never actually outspeed either the Jester or the Grave Robber.
Right. As I was.
Yeah, it's speed 1. There's a.
And bandits. Ooh. Welp. There's actually a deuce stack for more than gold if you can get enough of them.
That is the question.
Yeah, that's one of the big dilemmas. We do have 3 stacks of gold. We are here for the gold. We have enough space left. The odds are we'll do it. So, let's do that. And, man, I want to be able to purify at least 1 corpse worth of food, though.
Yeah, I would definitely keep that around.
Yeah, so I'm thinking...
Maybe the portrait?
Yeah. Yeah, we are here for the money. So... And the rubies will get us 4,000 if we get all of them. So that'll definitely be nice.
We shall see.
So far we've got 2, which is already more than a stack of gold. So
Right.
you've absolutely nothing else works. It's been worthwhile. Okay. That. I also think I...
Oh.
Sway. As I think I established, it's probably more important to deal with these things first because they mark, which thus makes it more likely the others will kill you. So yeah, get the webbers and spitters. Yeah, the webbers first. It doesn't sound like I'm a hitman talking about like an assassination. You got to get the webbers first, man. Okay. Yeah, I think the thing is they're even a little bit faster too. Okay.
Yep, Sway does what she wants.
You can't tell her anything. So yeah, it seems like I have two of them that are really fast and two of them that are really slow. I say really slow, but even then, Hunk is the same speed. It's just, luck of the draw sometimes. Python, I love bounty hunters. Yeah, they are great. Yeah, they are fast becoming one of my favorite classes. Ooh, well then. Okay, so let's drink that. Shovel. And what do you think, Ben? We're going to want those, of course, but if we just dump the onyxes, because even if we get 4, it's only slightly more than a stack of gold, and
you could get rid of that 2 stack of beads. 6 might be enough.
Yeah. If you're focusing on gold over heirlooms, yeah. We'll just do that for now. Okay. Should I rest again? No need to rest again just yet. We have keys to use up. Oh. We do want crests, though, so I think at that point we'll do that. At least 1 stack of crests. That's almost the stack right there. Is there... should we drop a trinket? Make room for that other Eldritch Slayer ring. We know what, we have 1 already, though. And we really need 2 when we have other damage buffs and everything. Even in the Cove, I don't think we'd be using 2. So... okay. Oh, and let's get our... team assigned.
There you are.
That's the one thing I always forget something in these things. Let's dump I'm just going to dump the torches.
Yeah, you won't want to do that, not in a long dungeon.
Right. Well, the team can go dark. Well, with that surprise reduction. Yeah, I think you're right. 6 is probably going to be enough on deeds. The main thing is if we're going to be taking the level 5s and 6s out pretty soon, we want them fully kitted out. And that's going to take a lot of money. It's just the way it is. So, let's do... how much would it take to take out that one? But nobody else can hit him. And doing that would move, yeah. So let's go for the likelier one-hit kill there. Excellent. Lunge is so good. And likewise, yeah, minimum damage on... Actually, that plus the bounty hunter was pretty much a guaranteed kill too, yeah. Just like that, That's the reason I love this thing. I love this team though. So when everything clicks on all cylinders, it's just so strong because you have the high critical, the high base damage and critical bonus. On lunge, you've got how buffed the gills finale is now, and it's all just good stuff. Now the team's got stress managed. I might just put Sway in the middle ranks and not and just only bounce around with lunge and shadow fade. Not really, and not really use it as much until the team needs us, of course. Let's see, we got some more gold.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh, that's right, you tossed the onyx.
Yeah. I think we could probably start dropping bandages and anti-venoms because of the rune treasures and rune rewards and everything. So the one we'd be more likely to not need are the bandages, I think. So let's do we are going to need a lot of deeds for upgrading the blacksmith, though. So let's do that. I'm not kind of kicking myself for the deeds we junked earlier.
Except that I would point out that, seriously, if you're going to be going with money, you should go with the onyxes.
All right.
Because the thing about long dungeons is that you're always going to be getting something. So in this case, you might as well stick with what you're really looking for.
Right. Oh, So either go around and have a hunger event and get one fight, or go straight ahead, spend less time backtracking, but get 2 fights.
Might as well just go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. And the fights are pretty much trivial.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well, and you can get more things from them. So
right. I think we're just going to
not putting Sway back up front
until we need more stress reduced. She kind of wastes a lot of time there. Let's just stick with this for now, I think. Then once the team does start getting some more stress, we'll go back to what we had been doing. Sway clearly wants to be jumping around doing finale, though. That is the only explanation.
Impressive.
Okay. And then, yeah. Prioritize those things when we can. Nice. Yeah, I don't think their bite is quite... Well, I say their bite isn't quite as bad, but it must have some kind of crazy bonus against marked people. The one time we lost people to spiders.
At least
I think he busts.
success.
So his randomness is legendary. She is a interesting DM. Yeah, very creative, very fun, but she can be a little out there sometimes.
Well, I think all people would really need to know is that, yes, last time we did basically fight a Katamari.
That's true. That is true.
This slow
Let's see,
death,
who needs healed now?
unforeseen,
Ada,
unforgiving.
probably. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, really, with the fact we're taking so little damage, too, it's looking there pretty well. Let's do... It didn't create that monster, right?
It's true, but she did still choose it. Well, Valiant, if you were around here, we could hook you up.
Have we ever considered streaming our D&D sessions?
Generally speaking, I would be averse to that. The primary reason is because you fought a Katamari. No. But the big reason for that is that when you have a camera going on, or even just a microphone or something, it essentially turns from a means of entertainment to a performance. And when you're talking about video games or whatnot, yeah, that's fine, whatever. But when you're talking about a tabletop game, I think it does kind of lose something for that. Unless that's what you're going for, in which case it's kind of not what we're doing. So I think that at some point I may start doing some sessions online through streaming or whatnot. But those would not be the ones that I do, with friends for fun.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Events that some of us consider performing to be entertainment, but he gets what we mean, right?
Not so much for the performers. At least not in my experience.
Let's see. Follow that up with Sway, and then we're good to go.
Seriously, if you all only knew the kind of backstage scrambling Wayne and I have sometimes for these streams.
Python says Ben just doesn't want us hearing all the orc hate speech.
Hey, now.
Well, we're playing in Eberron currently, so it's all kinds of egalitarian and every PC race is special and stuff like that.
By which we mean that none of them really are.
Right.
Alternatively, if you squint with the other eye, yeah, speaking as an orc, I can give out hate speech. Either way.
Lee takes care of him. Excellent. And then we'll go for the double kill there. Well, not double kill, but with that. Drat.
And Ben hates it. What is an orc? A miserable pile of... Oh, what do you mean wrong?
Yeah, Valiant. If you'd shown up, I don't know if you've checked our YouTube yet, but the game I played before, that's before the current one, right? Dragon's Dogma, and what I played something in between, I think. But yeah, I did play Symphony of the Night.
Indeed. I think you did some Dark Souls between.
Oh yeah.
Safe guess that. Yeah, the dysfunction can be part of the fun, but you know, whether it's because of dysfunction or because it actually is quite functional and I don't want to have that ruined by people mugging for the camera. Either way. Quick, unlock the box! Right.
Finding the stuff is only
And I decided to toss the onyxes since we hadn't got one in a while, and just banked, on getting the on just it only being 500 gold less in the long run. The stacking up the gold is still works plenty well. Let's do. The trade's a potential kill for no chance at one, but we do have other people able to hit the dog, so I think that'll still work okay. Yeah, like so. And then bleed, and we're done.
great is the weapon that cuts.
Done immediately, in point of fact. And punching skeletons to death. Okay, let's see. And what does he heal hunk? Alright. Yeah, I think I'll start getting a little more focus on the healing in there. And we're still doing great on stress, though. Look at that. Completely empty bar, stress-wise. A question for you, Ben.
Oh, Flython, you probably didn't hear it. Bounty Hunter Punch, yes.
Womp.
Yeah, after the power outage that killed the last Dark Souls 3 stream, I was thinking about it, and I kind of came to the realization, one, that Wayne was planning on playing it at some point, and two, that I just plain was not having a lot of fun with it. So the decision that we made was that, whenever Wayne wants to get around to it, he can go ahead and play it, and that's all well and good. And then Resident Evil 5 or Alan Wake are going to be the new Thursday things. It looks like we might not be doing RE5 because our disc appears to be defective.
That ticked me off.
So we'll be seeing if we can either get another copy or, if all else fails, try to see if we can do the 360 version, if we can have another controller. We'll figure something out.
Right. Or, alternately, we can just bite the bullet and get the PC version of RE5.
Right.
The game's for Windows Live and all.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
And as Sway also points out, she does have very young children, a pair of them even, which could make streaming it difficult and a bit random for people who are watching.
Right. Which, there is some amusement in there that, I switch between doing a silly elf accent and then having a toddler on my lap, but it's kind of, I don't know how photogenic, that would end up being.
Right. Yes, wait, we have RE5 360 as well. The problem is that I don't know if A, we have two controllers, and B, if our 360 would really run it. For that matter, we don't even know if that disc will work either. We shall see.
Right.
A glint of gold.
Let's see, how many more rooms do we have? Man, this is just a very, very action-heavy dungeon.
Right. Don't forget that you can burn a...
Yeah, I'm planning on using the firewood here in this room.
Right.
Ooh, Well, if we get any more holy water, we can come back for that, but... Darn it. 28 points of stress, okay. Well, that'll definitely give Sway something to do. Alright, I traded out lunch, didn't I? I did. Okay. Let's see. Nice, nice. Lorax said, ooh, What is that about? Let's see, we want to get... Let's get Sway in position to finale. Hopefully. And perhaps after the group is not impressed by the solo performance. Let's try to... That's it for this turn. These things haven't gone yet. That's the best move I can think to make. If an uppercut hit rank 3, I would have tried to push her back to get the unhurt lady in rank 3, and then use finale to finish her off. But unfortunately, her turn was still up. Why didn't I see the icon then? Oh well. That still worked out. Then Boom. So then we can use the thrown daggers and everything to take care of her. Like so. Sidearm is so good. I feel weird saying that, because normally I hate those random style abilities, but... Alright, so, yeah, sway up front, in the back. Let's put a lunge back in, and finale was already in. Perfect. Alright, and we're probably only going to have... And that's a manageable amount of stress. Nobody's hurt that badly. Let's get enough for 2 more hunger events. And 2... Let's see. Clean musket's perfect. The only possible point scouting would have now would be to try to get a treasure room. Probably not going to happen. So... Yeah. And... Stress 15. Hey, let's see if this is one of those unique lines. Let's heal her. Ah, rude. Sway, you need to work on your manners. And let's have the bounty hunter encourage somebody.
Quit your moaning. Good job, Mr. Death. And Flython likes how we finally get a default party order button, and you're still doing it manually.
What is the default party order button? Tell me the good word, Flython, because that would help out immensely. Sprawl says, on the topic of Volf, points out that every week it doesn't show up, increase the chance to appear, so sooner or later. Oh dear. So yeah, in that case, let's start getting some. I guess next time when Ben streams, or whichever one of us plays next, we'll try to get some level. Yeah. I was exactly Ben. I was saying the same thing. What? This is news to me. But yeah, if we can, we start leveling up our level 5 and 6 dudes. We're gonna need to do that. At least, but now with this mission, we should have more.
Look at the upper right-hand corner of the map. See those 2 buttons?
Aha!
There you go.
So I guess whenever I have it locked in, I can set that and then switch back to it.
Probably.
Sweet. I will do just that thing. Okay, so our default party order for this one will be Grave Robber in the back, Sway up front. That's otherwise right. What? Oh, is the default party order the order you started the map with? That must be how it is.
That could be.
Well. Oh well. So that is good to know. Let's see. 50%.
Yep, Sprawl confirms the default is what it was set at the start.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. I just figured that was the case after trying it a little bit. Now, we're getting pretty close to the point we can toss our torches. If we do get a Shambler, what do you think, Ben? Should we go after it?
We get a Shambler? I don't think this group would be very good at it.
Okay, oh, fair enough. And see, that is not likely enough to but we need to get our.
And that said, if you want to do the YOLO thing, go for it. But...
Yeah, I don't know. It's fairly strong. We do have marks we haven't really used yet, so.
Sprawl says, "Always shamble, go big."
Yeah, I'm just thinking we don't have very many of the ancestor trinkets yet, and they do tend to be pretty good. That's kind of why I was mulling it over. But if it doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. Lorax ain't the party YOLO. That's right. We were out of stress. So
yep, Sway's the only one who needs to be worried.
Yep. That's true. Yeah, the rest of them are RE characters except for that. So. A finale on deck to deal with him, so yeah. Alright, and I think... Oh, it's still not very high. I think so the bonus against human, that's actually exactly the same right now. Huh. That case, we'll just go with, yeah, doesn't really matter. Fingers crossed then, because it seems like every time we actually have a party good for the Shambler, we don't run into one. Just, one other fun thing too about this team that I really Sway. Not coming through in those criticals, lady. With this team is that when you get as many criticals, and of course saying that after Sway failed to come through there, but yeah, when you get a lot of criticals, it helps out your stress management. Ooh, hello. Okay. Oh, a speed stone. Right, I have seen that before, so I don't really care about that. And we can dump the torches. So for now, we'll collect the busts. Labels, more food. Deeds. What do you think's more important, Ben? To get portrait? No, it'll be deeds. Yeah, unless we get some more gold. So let's do that. All right. Another fight. Make sure our team is not even remotely set up properly.
In cases like that, it would make more sense to hit the reorder button. Does that only lets you have to make one change?
Right, that would be closer. Right? Yeah, you're exactly right.
The decisive pummeling.
Nice. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's like it helps out a lot with your stress management when you can pull stuff like that off.
Right.
And yeah, that was 3 people, 3 enemies, 3 kills. You can't get much more by the numbers than that. As full as that would be, we can deal with have Sway deal with that stress. Speaking of, let's get map, reorder. Let's swap those 2. Here we go. Yeah. Ben was right on that one. That being said, we will have to remember going forward to keep that stuff ready. Spiders.
3 shots, more than enough to kill anything that
I
moves.
think throne. No, but she's gonna have to do. Sway's gonna have to do finale, which means How many times have I said to go after the Webbers first, and I keep forgetting to do so?
Several times now.
Because it's like this is the worst scenario when somebody gets webbed in range of bite. Assuming bite doesn't hit all 4 tiles anyway. It probably does.
I wouldn't be surprised. It seems like it hits a fairly good range.
Or not tiles, ranks, but yeah. Okay. Should I sandbag 1 round to heal her up? Yeah, we can do 1 round. So Sway has some stress to cure anyway. And I guess, Hunk can mark. So, mark is useful on that too. Whenever you need to stall for some time, you can do so without any risk of losing sanity. And all right, we're doing it that way means that only I have to wait for Hunk's turn to come around. Oops. Oh well. Ended up working out with the stun actually going through. So
there you go.
Yeah. Old Mark was better, Sprawl says. What did the Old Mark do? Old Mark, what did he do? And are we done with keys? Yeah, I think we're done with keys too.
There's one right there.
That's not locked.
Are you sure that's a?
That's a strong box. Yeah.
Got you.
The mark did 1 point of damage when you can point people to death. Somebody's mark still does do damage, doesn't it? The occultists, yeah. Because that's like hexing people to death. Not quite as cool.
I don't know. I kind of like the dramatic point. So style trumps utility.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Let's see what else we can scrounge up. And even more. That is so much gold. And I can already see the beast carcass at the end of the hall there. So we are done with trinkets or anything in this room. So that is that. I gotta say, ended up being a lot of fun with that team. Despite me being me and screwing things up horribly, we still ended up getting tons of stuff and lots of gold to get people geared up with next time. And the Houndmaster Protective Collar it's not my favorite, but since I don't think we have the very rare one yet, 12 dodge is still very good, like Ben was saying. So that's 20,000 to gold for the hall. We got some more level 3s. And Sway, We're probably never going to take a Jester to the Cove because they focus on bleed, but yeah, Wilbur can wheel you to death. So isn't it like literally snorting or oinking you to death? I think.
And I agree, Hunk could just point someone to death. Probably snap their neck while he's at it.
Right.
Alright, still no bandit. Hooray.
Yeah, and
Two Hound
two
Masters.
Hound Masters. Yeah, one cool thing is you can sort by class there to see how many people you have at a time. So we have like only one. We only have one Mike, only one Bounty Hunter, two of those, 3 Hound Masters. So, the group the Musketeer and Arbalest together. Cool. All right, so that will despite doing a long dungeon, ended up getting that done right on time. So I can. Okay. Look, before we switch games, I'm glad this one came up because Sprawl, Ven, Flython, all the veterans of Darkest Dungeon. What is your opinion on this? The Raider Talisman, because I like the critical and I like the speed bonus without having a commensurate stress debuff or some kind of vulnerability like that. But the extra food consumed is really annoying, and it doesn't boost her accuracy, damage, anything else like that to see critical chance. So I'm very torn on this one, kind of wondering what you guys thought.
Well, to be fair, we're not going to be dropping 12,000 gold on it.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Sprawl. It's not worth 12k anyway.
Right.
But I mean, if we see it come up as a trinket for like that. shut your whining off, kids. Keen says it looks good. Yes, I think Keen, you and I are fellow scrubs on this one because it seems it jumped out to me as really useful. I played around with it some, and then it's like, you know what, maybe not so much. And,
I think honestly it would probably be a decent idea, because crit is what you want at higher levels.
True.
And the more important thing that I'm noticing is not only do you get the speed, but that scouting chance increases your chances for getting secret rooms.
That's true.
Which is very important.
Yeah. Sprawl personally probably wouldn't use it unless he got it early and didn't have too many other trinkets. Decent enough, but agrees with Sprawl. Okay. So yeah, so we're all kind of agreed on that one. It's good, but it's okay, but it's not great.
Right.
Then again, Keen and I are fans of scouting, along with Ben. It's like, yeah, being able to plan ahead, know when the enemy rooms are coming up, all that stuff. I really like that. That's good too. Lots of good stuff we can't really afford, but anyway, we will leave the money and everything in Ben's hands for next time. We'll be doing Darkest Dungeon again on Tuesday if you're here for that. And